Spoken feedback is off.
Hey guys, apparently those Ninja Turtles action figures reviews do not get any, or they don't get a lot of views. Oh man, I was glad when I don't know. I don't. I'm not going to do any more reviews until the 10th of July because one, I'm not motivated enough, and two, I just don't. Well, no one really shows interest in them, and that's probably a good thing because I don't like. Yes, I may be a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I was gonna do a throwback video and maybe review like one of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures, but that I have. But no, I'm not going to because I'm just not motivated. No one likes this stuff. Of course, I don't. I never really intended to have that as my main focus. I just wanted to get them out there mainly. I mean, look, my last video with Michelangelo, look, I know I know it's only been out there for like maybe a few hours, but only like 2 or 3 views on it, and it's like, well, even the Leonardo got like not even 20. So they're not popular, so I'm not going to do any more until the 10th because I just don't want to. It may have been cool that I may have been a fan for over 16 years of, I mean, with Ninja Turtles, but I don't, I don't have the motivation to do videos anymore. I, heck, even when I started, I don't think I even had motivation. When I started reviewing those new figures, I don't think I had motivation. And even though the Wayne Auto figure, uh, an honorable mention must go to Dominic. He did say that the figure was cool, but that was based off of what I described. A lot of sighted people won't see much at all. And I already warned in that one video, I already warned people that because I'm blind, I can't really show off action figures. You would have to have some vision in order to see, um, I mean, at least in my opinion, you have to have some vision uh, to know where the camera's focusing, and I don't. So there's that. The only thing a blind person can do is um, try and get the figure or product or device in question that they're showing off and put in the frame. And you wonder why I hardly ever do videos on a computer. Well, that's probably going to change because I want to see if I can get myself a MacBook Air M2. And I want to try and maybe be more productive. As in, as in maybe edit videos with iMovie and stuff. I'm not going to do like extreme video editing, but like minor. I don't need anything more than a MacBook Air. And yes, I'm temporarily probably going to be using the MacBook Air as a primary computer for a while. I've never said this publicly, and I don't know if I want to say this publicly. There is a organization that is out there called I Can Connect, and they serve people that have hearing loss and that are blind. I'm one of them. I'm one of those people that they serve, or that they that that can benefit from that. That's as far as I'm gonna go. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that. But I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm motivated to review Ninja Turtles action figures. Because again, not a lot of people like that stuff, and I already did warn people that if they didn't like it, that they didn't have to do anything but not watch the video. That's as simple as that. Because I know not a lot of people like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not a lot of people like that stuff, and that's understandable. Not everyone likes the same thing. Just like not a lot of people like Bop It. Speaking of, I was at Target on Sunday, and I could have gotten the Bop It button, and I could have reviewed it, but no, I didn't get it. You know what? I really don't care at this point. The Bop It button should just. The Bop It button's exciting and all that, but it's like, come on, it's just one button. What are you gonna do? You get 2,500 points by bopping it and not bopping it at the same time. Bop it, don't bop it, bop it, bop it. Now bop it, 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 bop. I'm not trying to make fun of the button, but it's just like you have to spend over an hour to get 2,500 points. And yes, I've actually been there once. I actually have proof, but I have a test. I have a pre-production unit, and I would rather not show that off. So what I'm going to try and do instead now is probably go on Amazon and buy one of theirs. And it's what, $20 on Amazon? It has to be. It's going to be the one with the, I think it's the one called the extras. Someone put down in the comments what it's actually called, because I don't remember. The one with all the extras in it, the one with all of Dan Klutner's stuff. I do not want to say what it says at the end, because that's a spoiler alert. I don't know. I probably should have just... I don't know. I bid it back in November when I had nothing to do for about an hour. And I was like, you know what? Let me just beat this thing. And then Of course, I had messed up a few times, but I managed to beat it. And yes, it does go beyond 2,500. I want to get another Bop It button. I want to get the official release. I just want the official release of it. I could get it off Bop It for good. But then again, I mean, I have an account, but I'd have to add a payment thing to it. I feel like Bop It's a lot more popular than me reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments or whatever. Just whatever way you can, show me that you agree with me. Because I would get out my pre-production unit that got sent to me, but I don't think Dan Klutchner would approve of me reviewing it. Because, it's a pre-production and I want to get my own. Not that it isn't my own, not that I don't have my own Bop It button, but I want to get my own official button, because there are I think, there are a few slight differences between the pre-production and the actual unit. For example, the pre-production does not do the 150 thing, and the official does, so I want that. It would be kind of cool if they released a sequel to it. You do pretty much everything with the button. That's because that's the only thing that's on it. I wish that there was a switch that you could turn the thing off with, but you can't. The way you can get it to say I'm going to sleep is if you maybe stop at a life point, and you would wait until it says don't let the dream die, and then you hear it say I'm going to sleep or something like that. In fact, the I'm going to sleep clip is actually from the Bop It maker. Kind of it's a shame that, oh man, I don't know. I would like to give a shout out to some people that motivated me to get into, well, back into Bop It. I'm not going to give names, but there are people that have kind of gotten me back into Bop It. What I mean is, what I mean by what I mean by back into Bop It, I mean, like I haven't played my Bop Its as much ever since I reviewed that knockoff Bop It. I had some videos up of playing Bop Its, but there are reasons that I had to take a couple of those videos down. I'm not going to reveal why, because, again, just different reasons, but I do want to do more Bop It videos. It's just, I'm just getting bored with the Bop Its that I do have. I want to get more. I've already done the Bop It Extreme. I want to get another one just because I want to get it back in my collection. The Bop It Blast, I don't know. The Bop It Original, oh geez, that's hard to find. But I wanna see if I can find the original, like 1996. Actually, the correct release year was 1997, but I want to say 1996 because that's what I've known for a long time. But that's when the patent came out, was in 96. I could just play a bunch of Bop Its again, but I'm like, yeah, what's the point? It's boring. This is why I don't really have ideas, and this is why I'm not motivated. Because I mean, I do have a Bop It download, but the batteries in it are probably corroded by now. And I would have to probably get a new Bop It download at that point. But I'm not going to, like, there's no eBay listings for it, so yay. I'm going to have to wait until they come up. I'm going to get a Bop It Beats. That's something I don't have, and I've never reviewed or beaten on my channel. Actually, you know what? There's something I actually want to beat on my channel, and that's the Zing It. That's something I might have an interest in beating. For those that don't know, the Zing It is actually a yo-yo with a Bop It button on it. No, I'm not kidding. It actually is a button. Zing It, loop it, bop it. I want to find that thing. I don't know where the heck that's at. Who knows if it even has good batteries in it. Batteries that were in it have been in it for 3 years. Yep, never changed them since. Never changed the batteries in it since. Of course, I could beat the Bop It button, but of course, again, I got the production unit and I don't feel like bringing that out and playing it and beating it because, again, I don't want to dishonor, Danny Klutchner or make him upset because I feel like if I get a actual unit, it would probably make things better. I've actually considered wanting to collect more electronic games. I would like to get more Simon games. Although some blind people would say, oh, Simon isn't for blind people. Oh, please. Well, that's what some people act like. Some people act like, oh, I don't think I could ever play Simon. Well, dude, let me just grab one over here. 2016 Simon Classic. 2015, actually. All I'm doing is pressing the buttons that correspond to the tones. Oh, well, whatever. You get the idea. Anyways. I literally just learned the tones and what buttons go to which. Like, I just learned like what tone each button has. This goes for people that don't have light perception. You can actually play Simon if you through trial and error. You can play Simon if you practice at it. If you learn what buttons. Learn what tones go to which button. You know what? I could even play some Simon games on the iPhone, and if there were Simon games on Android that were real accessible, I would play them. There is one, but it's called Blind Simon, and it does up, down, left, right. And that's not a true Simon. A true Simon is actually tones being generated through the speaker. But if there were actual Simon games that were accessible with Android, I would probably grab one and try and learn. There's one that's called Copycat, but I don't like the sound of that. I like the ones on iPhone better, like iMimic. That actually does mimic an 80s Simon game. Because it actually has the button sounds. Like the sounds that the buttons make. When you press the buttons down, they make mechanical sounds, and they had those on there. There's also another one called iSays, which I've played that once. But, I don't know. I would like to get more games. And I want to. I want to get Bop It Smash back. I want to play that again. Even though I have light perception, I still was able to play it. I was able to get over 150 something at one point. Not a high score, I know, but I think it's worth mentioning. Anyways, if you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, or whatever. Let me know what you think. This is Ken, and I'm signing off.